All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Victor. I'm a co-founder of Pioneers Education, and I'm here with uh, Leo, my co-founder.
Hey,
We're
what's
very
up?
we're very excited to share with you what we've been working on here at Pioneers Education. We'll walk you through our existing application, its new iteration that we are actively designing at the moment, and some of the things that we are still exploring as we are figuring out how might we uh, help students to be best prepared for the career ahead of them, right? So, yeah, very excited to share with you everything we got at this stage. Let's dive right in. Let me start screen share. Uh, oops, second. All right. So let's begin with the application that's currently being used by more than 80% of MIT Sloan students, right? What we realized as we were thinking about how might we start approaching the problem of career readiness, we realized that we broadly want to break it down into three stages. First, understanding what's the best career fit for the student. Next one is getting required skills for both long-term success and short-term first year in the job performance. And then finally, helping students prepare for the interviews, right? So it's a hefty goal. It's really more of a vision than a roadmap. So as we were starting to approach that problem, we asked ourselves, what's the easiest and the best way for us to start helping students to be better prepared for from day one? And what we discovered through interviews and through our own experience is that course selection process is still not an easy task for students, right? It's really a difficult optimization problem where they try to understand what are the right courses, right instructors, right time, and how all of that should relate to their um, uh, career aspirations. And that problem is still surprisingly not solved in the most of the schools across the US and in the world, really. So we were decided to um, start with building a tool for students that will allow them to find the right courses that fit their schedule and fit their need. And this is how we discovered ClassChoose and acquired that application. And we currently leverage it to better understand the student behavior needs and build on that. Here you can see a very simple, bare bone UIs that allows students to understand what courses are available, what are the ratings for those courses, uh, who's the instructor, what is the schedule, and how many units it provides the students with. As they add that class, the students are able to start seeing the schedule so that they can start immediately uh, sort of realize how that's going to fit um, in their schedule in the upcoming semester, right? And as they do that, they start immediately figure out what's the workload, what are the right courses, what are the courses they can allow themselves to take to either not overextend themselves and be better prepared, right? So as we saw at MIT, that tool is extremely powerful and extremely useful for the students. Now, having that as a baseline, we decided that we want to uh, improve it, build on it, and continue moving in the direction of supporting the students.
I also
So,
think just
yeah,
one
sure.
small comment. I also think that it's worth saying that the application ClassChoose became so popular among MIT students that they sent to each other screenshots of their schedules, and they also rely on ClassChoose to see like uh, what room their class is at and stuff like that. So they basically use ClassChoose as an application for their learning schedules instead of the official application from MIT.
Correct. And it's important. That's a very good point. Thank you, Leo. They are using it not just to select, but as a day-to-day tool to check their schedule, share it with their classmates, and kind of stay connected. And it's when we talk about it with a lot of investors and It's sort of surprising, but the schools historically have not been focused on the student experience, even the small things like that. So that even that simple tool turns out to be extremely powerful, right? So as we think about moving into the next level, we are redesigning it uh, to better address the student needs and provide a better experience overall. Right here, you can see the new iteration of the tool that we're planning to launch across multiple schools in the US. We're targeting Columbia Business School, Chicago Booth, and we're hoping to update the existing tool in MIT Sloan. Here you can see, again, this similar idea, a course catalog with quick stats that allow students to quickly filter the courses and find what fits them well, right? We also provide students with additional stats about the course. Here, how it matches their schedule, not just the course rating, but also ratings of the instructors, right? And at the moment, the way it works and the reason why it's so powerful is that students, as they go about extremely stressful process of selecting courses and bidding for them, they essentially need to work with 5 different Excel spreadsheets that would include the list of the courses, the reviews, the schedules, and we try to bring it all together, highlight the requirements and prerequisites, and showcase some of the feedback from other students, right? And at the end, it all results in a mobile-friendly schedule that highlights both prerequisite conflicts and prepare students well for the bidding process. For example, should they have it in school, or just allows them to prioritize what is it that they want to take. And again, this is important task for students, right? But it's important to realize that there are a lot of other things that we need to cover and think about as we are working on preparing students for the career, right? And now I want to talk a little bit about the additional features that we are working on and adding to the application right now. One of that features is helping students understand how might they be effective in their preparation, not only for the long-term career success, but also for the on-the-job requirements. And let me just find the right element here as we were exploring this with our design team. All right, here you see the feature we started developing recently and exploring together with the students in school. We are exploring the ways we might add third-party courses to the existing curricular so that the students are better prepared for the career, right? We do believe that schools at the moment are very good at providing fundamental skill set that affect performance long-term. But there are a lot of things students need to know as they start their career and join a company to be effective from day one. So knowing what students are interested in, we will be able to add additional courses and help students to be better prepared for the career ahead. So that's one of the things we're exploring at the moment. We also want to make sure that the students are as effective and as strategic about their time in school, and want to equip them with a tracker that allows to navigate quite complex degree requirements as they go through the course selection process. And we believe by that, by providing these features, students will be well positioned to be productive, gain the skills that they require for their career. So
I think like for third-party courses, we're thinking about that in the long term. It can be, say, product management by Google or data science by Tableau or anything like that. So because like employers really know what students need in terms of skills for the future career.
Yes, absolutely. What's interesting then, now I'd like to move to more of the exploration phase. What's interesting is we hear from the students again and again that they are not aware and if they're very confused when it comes down to the uh, interview preparation process. It is extremely stressful. It requires a lot of stages. It requires a lot of material. So we want to make sure students have the support they need as they go about as they start that journey. That's why we've been exploring the ways we can provide students with the almost a to-do list, a roadmap that will allow them to be methodical about the way they prepare their careers. So it all starts with making sure that they are familiar with the potential options they have as they graduate. And once they select the suitable option, we want to equip them with all of the required steps and directions they need to take as they go through that process, including helpful articles and an ability to talk to a skilled advisor who might be either a coach or an alumni who went through the same journey not so long ago. We're very excited about that particular feature because again, as we were talking to the students, we do feel like there's a lot of knowledge that people have to rediscover again and again. And by introducing a tool like that, we are allowing students to be a lot more effective in their preparation process. Especially it is important for students who may be lacking the social capital and the connections they need to know what does it take not just to be successful student, but a very good candidate for the employees. We also feel like by gaining that knowledge and understanding what students are looking for and what their educational journey has been, we can help employers to reduce the friction as they're looking for the candidates with the right skills and the right motivation. So again, you have seen the class choose, our first very rough MVP that's already used by the students at MIT Sloan. You have seen some of the ideas we've been working on actively with our team. And now briefly, I just want to show you the current iteration so that you have a sense of where we are with our new version. There's still a lot of work to be done. So this is now our new an updated version that allows students to select the school, and this is the guest access so that they don't need to have login. We're trying to remove as much friction as possible. Navigate through the application and see what courses are available. See the ratings, see the information, see all of the requirements, right? And sort of start exploring what are the available opportunities for them, as well as save it and then see the schedule as it starts building up. So again, we're extremely excited about the traction we've gained so far, and we do feel that we have a real opportunity to help students on their career journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.